This road sign means A. When pavement is wet, reduce your speed. B. The road ahead winds in a series of turns or curves. C. Traffic increases ahead. A. When pavement is wet, reduce your speed. Warning signs are usually yellow with black markings. This sign warns drivers that the roadway will be slippery when wet and they should reduce their speed accordingly. If you become drowsy while driving, you should A. Try to fight it. B. Take a break. C. Take some caffeine pills. B. Take a break. If you start to feel tired while driving, drive to the first available rest stop or service area to take a break, nap, stretch, or change drivers. You should not rely on caffeine pills or energy drinks, as these are not a replacement for rest and may make your driving even more dangerous. This sign means you are approaching a railroad crossing that does not have a signal. You should A. Come to a complete stop. B. Proceed at a consistent speed while looking and listening for approaching trains. C. Slow down, look both ways, listen for any trains, and be prepared to stop if any trains are nearby. C. Slow down, look both ways, listen for any trains, and be prepared to stop if any trains are nearby. At a railroad crossing marked with this sign, a driver should look both ways, listen for any trains, and be prepared to stop if any trains are nearby. Never try to outdrive an oncoming train. In traffic moving at 50 to 55 miles per hour, you are least likely to have an accident if you A. Drive a few miles per hour faster than most other vehicles. B. Stay within that speed range. C. Drive a few miles per hour slower than most other vehicles. B. Stay within that speed range. You should adjust your speed to travel smoothly with the other traffic on a roadway, provided that the other traffic is driving within the posted speed limits. Remember that vehicles moving in the same direction at the same speed cannot hit each other. Crashes involving multiple vehicles often happen when some vehicles are traveling at different speeds than others.
Want to ace your DMV test? Click on the link below and get your guaranteed cheat sheet.
When driving in a construction zone. A. Slightly increase your speed. B. Expect the unexpected. C. Expect construction workers to yield to motorists. B. Expect the unexpected. You may encounter unexpected conditions in a construction zone. For the safety of yourself, other drivers, and construction workers, drive with extraordinary caution. This sign is used to warn drivers about A. Upcoming intersections. B. Road construction. C. Road curves ahead. C. Road curves ahead. Warning signs are usually yellow with black markings. They alert you to conditions that are immediately ahead. This sign is used to warn drivers about an upcoming curve to the right. This road sign means A. No right turn. B. Drive only in the direction of the arrow. C. Curve ahead. B. Drive only in the direction of the arrow. Regulatory signs provide notice to road users of traffic laws that must be obeyed. Where this sign is present, drivers must drive in the direction indicated by the arrow. At a red traffic light with a green arrow, you may proceed in the direction of the arrow if A. You first come to a complete stop. B. You wait until the light changes. C. You are in the proper lane and the roadway is clear. C. You are in the proper lane and the roadway is clear. If you are in a lane corresponding to a signal displaying a green arrow, you may proceed in the direction of the arrow when the way is clear. This is true whether the arrow is displayed alone or together with another signal. You want to make a right turn at the corner. A pedestrian with a guide dog is at the corner ready to cross the street in front of you. Before making your right turn, you should A. Turn off your engine until the person crosses the street. B. Tell the pedestrian when to cross the street. C. Wait until the person crosses the street. C. Wait until the person crosses the street. Pedestrians using guide dogs or white canes, with or without a red tip, must be given the right of way at all times. A driver who has been drinking is more likely to A. Yield right of way to emergency vehicles. B. Keep a 3 to 4 second following distance. C. Have a slower reaction time. C. Have a slower reaction time. Even though Maryland's legal limit for drunk driving is a 0.08% BAC, a driver's ability to safely operate a vehicle may be impaired at a much lower BAC level and may still result in criminal charges. For example, an individual's vision, ability to perform simple motor functions, and reaction time may be affected by just one drink and can increase the risk of a collision. When changing lanes, you should never A. Look over your shoulder to check your blind spot. B. Change lanes abruptly or spontaneously. C. Check for other vehicles moving into the same lane. B. Change lanes abruptly or spontaneously. When changing lanes, you must be sure that there are no vehicles in the space you want to enter. Check for other vehicles behind and to the side of your vehicle by checking your mirrors and blind spots. Always use the proper turn signal before changing lanes to allow surrounding vehicles time to react to your movements. This sign means A. Merge right. B. Divided highway begins. C. Lane ends. C. Lane ends. This sign indicates that the right lane ends ahead. A merging maneuver will be required for drivers in that lane. At an intersection with stop signs on all corners, yield the right of way to any driver. A. On your left. B. Who arrived before you. C. Across from your vehicle. B. Who arrived before you. After coming to a full stop, vehicles should proceed through a four-way stop in the order in which they arrive to the intersection. If multiple vehicles arrive at the same time, the vehicle on the left must yield the right of way to the vehicle on the right. A fluorescent yellow-green sign may indicate A. A library. B. An acceleration lane. C. A school zone. C. A school zone. Fluorescent yellow-green is used for school, pedestrian, and bicycle signs. Be especially alert for cyclists, children, and other pedestrians when near a fluorescent yellow-green sign. When driving in snowy or icy conditions, you should A. Decrease your speed. B. Increase your speed. C. Never come to a complete stop. A. Decrease your speed. Reduce your speed when roads are snow-covered or icy. Doing this and increasing your following distance when traveling on slippery roads are the best things a driver can do to avoid crashes and collisions. If you need to pass a bicycle being ridden on the road, on the shoulder, or in a bike lane, you should A. Accelerate to pass the bike quickly. B. Slow down and pass with at least 3 feet of clearance. C. Honk to alert the bicyclist to your presence. B. Slow down and pass with at least 3 feet of clearance. If you need to pass a bicycle being ridden on the road, on the shoulder, or in a bike lane, you should slow down and pass while putting at least 3 feet between your vehicle and the bicycle. Be especially cautious when passing a bicycle because a bicycle crash comes with an increased risk of injury or death. If you are driving at night, when should you use your high-beam headlights? A. When you are within a 1-block distance of an oncoming vehicle. B. When you are following another vehicle and are in heavy traffic. C. When there are no oncoming vehicles approaching. C. When there are no oncoming vehicles approaching. Use high beams on open roads, which are unlit by streetlights, in order to see persons or vehicles ahead. You must change to low beams at least 500 feet before meeting oncoming vehicles. You must also change to low beam lights when following a vehicle at a distance of 300 feet or less. You are especially likely to encounter aggressive drivers if A. You are driving in an area with road construction. B. Traffic is moving at a steady pace. C. There is not much traffic on the road. A. You are driving in an area with road construction. You are especially likely to encounter aggressive drivers on crowded roadways, in areas with road construction, and in locations with unexpected traffic delays. Drivers who are experiencing stress while driving are more likely to resort to aggressive driving behaviors. This road sign means A. Highway entrance ramp. B. Road widens. C. Right lane ends. C. Right lane ends. Warning signs provide notice to road users of a situation that might not be readily apparent and are usually yellow with black markings. This sign alerts drivers to the right lane ending and tells them to prepare for potential merging traffic. This road sign means A. Watch for people crossing your path. B. No passing zone. C. Work zone ahead. C. Work zone ahead. This orange warning sign tells drivers that an area of roadwork is upcoming. When traveling through a work zone, stay alert for temporary traffic control devices. This sign means A. Stop. B. Merge. C. Upcoming change in direction. A. Stop. An 8-sided red sign means stop. If you are facing a green traffic light but the intersection ahead is blocked by traffic, you should A. Turn left and find another route. B. Stay out of the intersection until traffic clears. C. Follow the other vehicles and enter the intersection. B. Stay out of the intersection until traffic clears. Even if you are facing a green traffic light, do not start across the intersection if there are other vehicles blocking your way. If you are caught in the intersection when the light changes to red, your vehicle will block cross traffic. You can get a ticket for blocking an intersection. When passing, you should move back into the right lane when A. You are one vehicle length ahead of the passed vehicle. B. You can see both headlights of the passed vehicle in your rearview mirror. C. You are 50 feet ahead of the passed vehicle. B. You can see both headlights of the passed vehicle in your rearview mirror. Do not pass unless you have enough space to return to the driving lane. Before you return to the driving lane, be sure you have enough room between yourself and the vehicle you have passed. When you can see both headlights of the passed vehicle in your rearview mirror, it is safe to return to the driving lane. What is a crosswalk? A. Another name for a four-way intersection. B. An area designated for road construction workers. C. The area where pedestrians may cross the roadway. C. The area where pedestrians may cross the roadway. Pedestrian crosswalks are often shown by white, solid lines to emphasize pedestrian crossing points. Crosswalks may have additional lines between the white, solid lines or in place of the parallel lines. However, crosswalks may also be unmarked. Under ideal driving conditions, you should maintain a following distance of at least A. 3 to 4 seconds. B. 2 seconds. C. 5 to 7 seconds. A. 3 to 4 seconds. Under ideal driving conditions, a driver should maintain a minimum following distance of 3 or 4 seconds. When driving in conditions that are less than ideal, or when following a vehicle that will be making regular stops, the driver should increase their following distance.